Yo, what's good, everyone? Give me just one sec. We're gonna start that meditation portion of our call here in just a second. Before that timer runs out, I'm just gonna go ahead and start it just a little bit earlier. I want to make sure I have enough time for today to give our very special guests enough time to break down the charts. So we're gonna do a quick one today, all right? So it's just gonna be the 4-minute one. Now give me just 1 second, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it started, all right? Afterwards. Alright guys, I'm gonna get this portion started.
This is your conscience. Today I'm going to share something with you that I put together for myself a very long time ago. If you don't believe in tapping into the mind, meditation, or the benefits of affirmations, or if your trading has no room left for improvement, please thumbs down this video and close it immediately. For those of you who are struggling with discipline, self-control, managing your emotions, please put on some headphones and enjoy. You are a disciplined trader. You are in control and focused at all times. You are calm and patient. You are humble and respect the markets. Tread cautiously, but with confidence. Cocky degenerates are part of the 90%. You are part of the 10%. Sit on your hands and snipe with a kill shot. Be selective for that one good trade. The markets move slow. Don't jump the gun. Your job is to react, not to predict. There's nobody standing over your shoulder. You are your own boss. Would you fire yourself for trading this way? Day trading is a serious business. This is a dream job with unlimited potential. Would you rather work in a cubicle? Be mindful, never be careless, always be self-aware, and most importantly, always give a fuck. Consistency is an equity curve that is a slow stair climb, as few trades as possible. Pushing and pressing leads to emotions, bad decisions, and impulse trades. This is a marathon, not a race. You are at your best with 2 to 3 trades a day. History has proven this over and over. The plan is 2R, all or nothing. This is pure probabilities. Don't be greedy, don't get rattled out. Remember Tesla and remember Weight Watchers. Long term, large enough sample size, the math will take care of itself. There are 3 outcomes in a day. 1 and done and plus 2R, 1 for 2 and plus 1R, or 0 for 2 and minus 2R. 1R a day is 20R a month. This is consistency. Everything else is boom and bust trading. If you aren't satisfied with 2R a day, you aren't happy with 40R a month. 1 and done in the first 10 minutes is a job well done. Pack it up and go enjoy your life. You deserve it. Amateurs give back a week worth of gains in a day. Gamblers keep trading after reaching goal. Remember the days you went from goal to max loss. Noobs do this and hate themselves afterwards. Remember the regret. Overtrading leads to being emotional. Overtrading.
Alright guys, I know that was a really fast session, but I really wanted to get the timing correctly for the rest of the session. So as some of you already know, we have a special guest today, so I want to make sure I give enough time to our guest as well. So we're going to get started now. One sec. Turn down the music a little bit. Got it all good. All right, guys. Super ready to go. All right, cool. Good morning, everyone. It is September 25th. It is 7:10 a.m. here in Utah, actually. About 55 degrees. It's fucking cold. It was cold last night. I forgot my window open because during the day it's super hot. During the night, super cold. In the morning too. But I just want to say, I'm super happy and grateful for being here today, guys. It is I believe day 29. Day 29 of our 30-day challenge. Yep, day 29 of our 30-day challenge. So, good morning to everyone who's been tuning in. As you guys know, we got 2 more sessions. I know tomorrow I have one, and then on Wednesday I wanted to do a makeup session for the ones that I missed. This 30-day challenge, so far I've missed 2 days, right? One was Saturday because of that event, and then one was the 6th day because of that horrible cold that I got right at the start of it. So I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys being here all 30 days. I've seen some of you, and some of you, a lot of you have won giveaways. A lot of you have won one-on-ones. A lot of you have won boot camp entries. A lot of you have won challenges. A lot of you have won a lot of prizes throughout this 30-day challenge. And I just want you guys to know, given this is our last week of the 30-day challenge, given that this is the last few days of the 30-day challenge, we're going to be giving away one-on-one sessions every single day this week. And I'm just going to be asking a random ass question. I'm going to ask you guys to fill in the quote, to fill in the blank, or to answer the question. And the way that you are able to participate is through the chat. Okay, the chat is going to be the way that we participate here. So I'm just letting you guys know that way, just in case, just in case you guys don't hear or don't see the comments, you have to be subscribed to comment in this channel. Okay, you have to be subscribed to comment on the channel. Not only subscribed, but you have to be subscribed for more than 1 hour to be participant in the comments. So if you aren't subscribed, if you haven't done that yet, I would do that now, so that way today, maybe you may miss the giveaway today, but tomorrow you'll have an opportunity of that. It's a really easy giveaway, guys. I'm just gonna ask you guys some random ass questions throughout the call. Whoever answers it first gets the one-on-one. That simple. We already had a winner yesterday, and I know that we'll have a couple winners tonight too. So hey, good morning Fabio. Good morning, Juan, Arion, Alexis. All right, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. So in terms of DXY, just gonna go over DXY really quick. I was gonna go over EU, but I'm gonna leave that for later on. Okay. In terms of DXY, I mean, I'm basically really stagnant. I may set my weekly objectives after we take out this high, because I want to see what happens after we take out this high. So as of right now, I'm actually not going to set a weekly objective. My weekly objective would be this high right here, and this is clearly going to get hit pretty shortly. So me personally, I will not be setting a weekly objective today. I will be sharing with you guys maybe at the end of the day, maybe tomorrow during Technical Tuesdays I'll do that, but as of right now I don't have one. So what we're going to do though is we're going to make sure that we are going over news and everything that's coming up today. I mean this week, right? This week's going to be an eventful one. Check this out for the US dollar real quick. Okay, so for the US dollar, you guys can see that we got at 10 a.m. some consumer confidence. Now, last time I checked, that consumer confidence report isn't going to be like the craziest impact. So don't just be waiting for that move to get into a trade. I believe the setup could potentially unfold before then. But I'm going to be waiting till 10 a.m. to trade today, if I do trade at all. Okay, Tuesday. Oh, that's Tuesday. So we don't even have that today. Yeah, that's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Wednesday, we have zero red folders. Thursday, we have some Euro during London session, right at the London Open. It's gonna seem. I'm not gonna stay up for that. I was gonna say I'll go. I'm gonna stay up for that, but nah, I'm not. Definitely not gonna stay up all the way 3 a.m. for that. That's like 1 a.m. for me. I go to bed like at 9 p.m. All right, so 8:30 we got some USD unemployment claims. Okay, and then my boy Jay Powell is gonna speak at 4 p.m. Eastern. Dang, I'm probably not gonna be really like trading that too much on Thursday. Seeing that Jay Powell is gonna do some shit. So Jay Powell he's speaking, but I believe it's the one that says Federal Chair Jay Powell testifies. The one that testifies, I could be wrong, back test this, but it's the one that testifies, the one that makes these crazy ass moves. So I could be 100% incorrect, right? But last time I checked, it was the ones that testify. So I'm not going to worry too much about that one. Maybe I will sit out on Thursday overall on the sidelines. USD on Friday to close out the week at 10 a.m. Okay, consumer sentiment. So got a couple of news right here, not the highest impact news, so I'm not too concerned about all of those. We just got to keep an eye on them so we don't take trades or suffer slippage throughout them. So yeah, for now, just longs. I can see this thing longing all the way through 10 a.m. I mean, I just don't see a reason why I would turn around that at all before we hit that high. So in terms of DXY, I am gonna leave it right there. The only things that I will tell you guys I'm gonna keep an eye of is last week's high. Okay, last week's high, which is right here. You guys can see it. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that level first. Okay, last week's high. Okay, initial weekly low, of course, the current weekly low. But overall, this bullish imbalance here on the weekly gets my attention. So I want to see if maybe we distribute from up there and start heading our way back down, or if after we take out this high, we're just going to continue blasting up. So we have 10 consecutive up close bullish weeks, right? Throughout this whole expansion, it's been 10 consecutive up closed weeks. So will we have an 11th? What do you guys think? Will we have an 11th one? But all right, guys, so I'm not going to take too much time today because we do have a very, very special guest today coming on. I consider this individual a friend of mine. Not only have I seen him just killing it lately, but I've been seeing him kill it for a really long time. I know a lot of you follow him on Instagram. A lot of you have seen him post these nasty ass entries. And lately, I just honestly been very amazed with his growth and his energy, most of all. The way that he presents himself and his goals and ambitions honestly align very much with my goals and ambitions. And I do believe that we've met for a reason. So my brother Malik, bro, if you don't mind hopping on here, bro, how you doing?
What's good, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, sir, man. Blessed to be here. Thank you.
Yes, sir, bro. Drop some sevens in the chat if you guys can hear Malik loud and clear. Drop some sevens in the chat. How you doing, bro? How you feeling today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm blessed to be here. Blessed to see another Monday. Energized and ready to continue to get better.
Bet, bro. Bet. Well, brother, I'm gonna pass you over the screen to you so that way you can break down and do your magic on the indices and you can share your thoughts on before the New York session, the stock opening, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry for taking so much time. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen now, if you don't mind sharing your screen on Zoom, and I'll drop it on here.
Cool.
Okay, give me 1 sec. All right, guys. Again, drop some sevens in the chat for my boy Malik. He's absolutely killing it, and You guys will see today why we brought him on board. The way that he looks at the charts is very clean.
Can y'all see the chart? We good?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Drop some sevens in the chat if you guys can see and hear the screen pretty good. Want to make sure we are all set on your guys' end. There we go. Cool. Yeah, no, bro, you're good. Yeah, we can see you.
Alrighty. All right. So, blessed to be here. Thank you. Drop some sevens in the chat for my man Honcho as well. He's definitely a brother. Learned a lot from him. And, you know, let's see what the market presents us today. He's been talking about getting me over to the futures market, but I haven't officially switched over. But of course, I do trade NASDAQ. That is one of my favorite pairs to trade. So just breaking this down from a higher time frame perspective, I do understand that we have a 3-month candle close coming soon. And one thing that I started to do is look at this from a bigger time frame standpoint, because I want to see the overall picture, right? I want to see the overall pictures. I want to see what's really going on. And I'm not looking at it from a, okay, how much money can I make today? But where could this possibly be going, right? Where could we possibly be targeting and aiming for? So understanding that we're about to get another 3-month candle close by the end of this week, the first thing that catches my mind is that we are creating imbalances to the upside, right? We are creating these imbalances, and this could be something that we could possibly target at the beginning of the next quarter, or also being able to see, are we going to react out of these areas at a later time in the year, right? So understanding that this month, right, we're about to get a monthly candle close. So one thing that I got from Honcho is definitely liquidity, right? Understanding previous highs, previous lows, no matter the time frame. Doesn't matter if we're on the small time frames or the higher time frames. So the first thing that I was looking at was obviously previous monthly low, right? Previous monthly low, previous monthly high. We did not take out previous monthly high. So I do want to see, are we going to get below previous monthly low before this last 4 days is up, right? So breaking this down, right now I'm starting to see a little bit more structure, I guess you could say, right? And we have our higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And we did make a lower low, which gave us a sign of distribution. So if we came back to this lower high, then I would be looking for redistribution out of this area. So seeing that we did get a reaction out of that area for the previous weeks, and we are starting to sell off, my targets were the lows of these ranges, right? So I want to see if we're going to get down into this low, and that would be my target. But I do also understand that this can definitely pull back before going lower. But my target overall is to get down into this low and below this low to see what we do below there, right? So just working my way up and down the time frames. I do see that we already took out previous weekly low, and we did take out previous daily lows as well. So I'm not in a rush to get in this trade, but looking at the structure that we're creating on the smaller time frames as I walk my time frame down, right, is we're still bearish. So we have lower low, lower high, and we did close below here and get a lower low. So if we do get some accumulation out of here, the first thing that I would be targeting is a lower high, of course. But from where it's at, of course, I wouldn't sell it because I don't sell below lows. So I would definitely want to wait and see what happens at 9:30, which is in about 6 minutes. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a pop to the upside. The first place that I was looking was in this imbalance right here. But the fact that this first low has gotten taken out already, if we do play up into that imbalance, I definitely want to see what happens. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get some slight, very slight accumulation out of this area, understanding that this is lower high and we are at a potential lower low. So if we start to see some accumulation or evidence to go higher, then of course we can see that we do have previous imbalance that was left behind. Yes, we played into it and reacted lower, but we can come back up into this area, and that would be something that I would be looking at later on in the day. So I'll come back to NASDAQ, but basically that's what I have as of right now, understanding that we did just sweep below liquidity. We are still in this bearish counter trend, of course. Higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, right? Lower high, lower low. Understanding that we did come below this low, but the current structure is still walking us down. So I definitely want to see what the reaction is out of that time at 9:30. But I would not be surprised if this does become some sort of internal liquidity for us. U30, right? Walking this down from the higher time frame as well. Just understanding that at the beginning of this year, right, we came below these lows. Well, at the end of last year, sorry, we came below these lows. We did get some accumulation below these lows, but I definitely want to see from a higher time frame perspective, are we really going to get, these are some confirmations I have from the other day. I definitely want to see if we're going to play deeper into this range, right? We have higher high, higher low, higher high, right? We swept some liquidity, we played into the imbalance, and we definitely did get that reaction out of there. So we definitely can't continue to the upside and just go make a new high. This is from a yearly perspective. But if we start to distribute and we respect this previous high to the left, I would not be surprised if we come a lot lower. But that's just far-fetched. That's far thinking. But I definitely do think from a higher time frame perspective, what could this candle potentially look like? Okay, what could this yearly candle look like? What could this 3-month candle look like? And then I just play out different scenarios in my head, because I definitely have the mindset of I don't know what's coming next, but I'm going to react to whatever happens, right? So we can see that we did get a sweep above these highs, but we are coming up extremely bullish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do just, close candle and reaccumulate to go higher. That would not surprise me at all. I'm just going to play what the smaller time frames are showing me. So here we did accumulate. We are walking ourselves up, lower low, lower high, lower low, play below lows, closed above and accumulated, right? We came back, made a higher low, and then we went higher. So as of right now, this is a bullish monthly structure for myself, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do come below this previous low. I think it is July's low. Looking at this as some potential internal liquidity. So that is the target as of right now. I definitely want to see if we can get below there. And then I would identify another target after that. But on the weekly time frame, after we swept liquidity, we did get some distribution above those highs, and we're walking ourselves down as far as lower low, lower high, lower low, created this imbalance, redistributed. We did create a lower low, and as of right now, we could be potentially creating an imbalance right here. So as far as for the weekly time frame, I'm personally bearish on it. Right, I'm personally bearish. I definitely want to see if we can get below this low to the left, which was that July low. And then below there, I'll definitely see what happens, because we could definitely continue to walk ourselves down and leave behind this imbalance. Here.
Clean areas.
So as of right now, this is looking the same as NASDAQ, right? We did distribute. You have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So if we do show some accumulation below this low, of course, the first target would be a lower high. But as of right now, I'm not looking at long-term, oh, we have to accumulate to go bullish as of right now, because it just hasn't shown me enough information, and our target is still to the downside. So that's what I have so far on NASDAQ and NAS, but drop some ones in the chat if that makes sense. Honcho, you there, bro?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We
I'll
have
pass
the
it
the
back to
opening
you.
price here in like,
Yep.
oh yeah, right now.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, the one that looked the most attractive was Nasdaq. I, yeah. In terms of like a play today, it's just super low, right? To like be selling it below the lows. Yeah, Nasdaq to me looked the best in terms of a setup today.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. One thing that I definitely did get from you as far as with the indices though, is I pay attention to is there that news but before the open.
Oh yeah.
That was very clean. That was very clean.
Oh yeah, that imbalance play right there. Yeah, it does feel like we may go long into like this range. Um, in terms of target, it is possible to trade into London's price action, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Um
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe after DXY hits out this like monthly high, we will get some
yeah,
reversals on indices.
yeah. So I'll pass it back to you, brother.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna go ahead and give me one sec. Cool, cool. Screen's a little messed up. One sec.
The high literally just got hit on my trading view on the DXY.
That area, yeah, I think it just got hit, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that high on DXY that we were mentioning at the beginning of the session just got hit. And the reason we were waiting for that again, like for me it's I'll follow structure until I hit liquidity. Once I hit like a major level of liquidity, I tend to have wait for more of okay, well, what will happen from here? Are we going to just continue or reject? I want to see if we'll end up rejecting, looking at this previous area of accumulation, of course. But if we end up just blasting through, and we have a very bullish up close candle by the end of the day, I just don't see why this thing would slow down anymore. And we can continue moving higher. On the weekly, you guys can see a little bit more structure here. So now if we're looking at this on a weekly perspective, right? On a weekly perspective, we can see this previous area of distribution here. Some insufficiencies right here. So, I mean, there is areas to aim for if we were to continue going higher. I'd be aiming for this insufficiency first, and later on this insufficiency over here. But as of right now, I'm super stagnant. I need a little bit more data because I could continue following structure, and that would really help here on the daily. We can continue following structure, but now we've hit a major level of liquidity. So I'm gonna hold off and see what actually takes place here. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off and see what actually takes place here. But all right, guys. So while I have you guys all on here, I just wanted to share with you guys that we are doing giveaways today. I am going to be doing a giveaway every day this week. For those of you who haven't been here, we're doing a giveaway with a couple of one-on-one sessions. We're going to be giving away one-on-one sessions every day this week. So if you tune in to the sessions, you will have a chance to win a one-on-one session. Okay, as well as long as you're subscribed and you're able to comment, you'll be able to participate. If you're unable to comment, guys, you won't be able to participate. All right, so I'm gonna randomly blur out the quote, and all you guys got to do is fill in the blank. okay? But I'm gonna randomly blur out the quote. I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm sure some of you are already super ready, but we're gonna do it just randomly throughout the call. So if you guys want an opportunity to win a one-on-one session with myself, make sure that you stay tuned throughout the call, all right? But yeah, here in like the next 30 minutes, I'm just gonna blur out a quote and I want you guys to finish it. That's all it is. I'm gonna blur out a quote and I want you guys to just fill in the blank. Okay? And it's not gonna be a tricky ass quote, it's gonna be something that I feel like is pretty general. So man, I gotta tell you guys a story though while we're here. I fucked up I messed up my trading hand pretty bad yesterday. Like out of all the hands that I could have messed up, I messed up the trading hand. But messed up my hand pretty bad yesterday riding a electric scooter. Believe it or not. Yeah, an electric scooter. Laugh it up though, for sure. Cause yeah, no, I ate it bad. I ate it bad. It was an electric scooter, and I know a lot of you are thinking like the city scooters and all that stuff, but nah, bro. Like, think about a city scooter on steroids. Okay, like jacked up. You know, you put some fat ass tires on it, like off-roading tires on it. Then instead of capping it at like 15, 20 miles per hour, you cap it at 95 miles per hour. And yeah, no, I was ripping it through this. I was gonna go to my homie's house with the scooter that we just got, and I just went down a hill way too fucking fast, and I hit the brake, and it just fucking flung me forward. It was horrible. But luckily I had a helmet, so I'm super blessed. Okay? I'm super blessed. I had a helmet. This imbalance here, I feel like this imbalance really going to launch this price action forward to the upside. My first immediate target would be these highs right here. The only reason I'm going long today is it makes the most sense in terms of price action. But I'm short overall. I just want you guys to know that. I'm short overall. I would love to just continue shorting. But I do have these two objectives here. I believe that we can trade back into London's price action. See, London started at 3 a.m. right here. So maybe we get back into London's price action here. Okay. I just want to see if that's the case here. You know, we'll aim for a quick play between this range. But if not, we're just going to continue pushing towards the downside. Now, that 5 minute or what was it, a 1 minute imbalance? Yeah, that 1 minute imbalance doing its thing. I kind of figured that it was just going to continue to push up from there. But yeah, no, I messed up my trading hand pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, my wrist fucking hurts. I'm not going to show you guys a picture or anything because it was bad. It was bad. But honestly, I was just really happy. I came back all fucking hurt. And I'm just happy it wasn't worse. You know, it was a busy ass road. So I'm just happy it wasn't worse. But I must have felt like going like 30, 40 miles per hour. It was fucking bad. Imagine just like falling out of your fucking car going 30, 40 miles per hour. You got like no gear. The only thing I was really grateful that I had a helmet on. The helmet got fucking jacked up. Okay, 15 minutes still bearish on this bearish counter trend, but I don't believe that this counter trend would really hold out. The way that we closed underneath this low or above this low after taking it out really just kind of has me thinking that this was a nice intraday liquidity sweep and we're going to be able to get a nice support in this area. So now like just looking at the areas here, okay, we got a nice balanced price range right here on the downside, and then a 1 minute imbalance here on the left hand side as well that we came back into. If we go back into this area, I do think that it's going to be a likelihood that we're going to continue going higher, but there's another imbalance here on the higher end of this, and I do believe that also we can come out of this area. So here's the thing though. This is a failure to create a new low. This was a failure to create a new low. So now we're looking at this area right here as a mitigation candle, a bullish mitigation candle. And you guys can see how we're getting kind of a reaction out of that. Now, if we were to get back in there, I would like to just see some more longs into these highs. Not just that immediate high, but I mean, we're looking at that high over there to the left overall. So I'm gonna mark that one out instead. That way you guys see it. Okay, but this mitigation candle right here is the one that we just came back to. Again, guys, I'm not going to be as fast as usual. My wrist fucking hurts. So if you guys don't see me take a trade and marking out areas, it's just because I don't want to switch too much. I don't want to move my wrist too much back and forth. It's my trading hand. It was, for those of you who, know what that feeling's like, dude, it was funny as fuck. It was. I'm laughing it off for sure. It was super funny. I ate it hard. Yeah, I ate it super hard. If you had if I consider you guys family, every single one of you. So I love you guys like siblings. And then if I see my sibling that just ate it, it would be really hard for me not to laugh. If one of my siblings just fucking ate shit right in front of me, yeah, I'd be really concerned about her safety and everything. I got 2 sisters, but I'd also be laughing my ass off. So, yeah, no, it's actually, it's good to laugh things off. Just laugh it off. But it hurts when you just gotta laugh that shit off. I mean, we created a pretty decent range. There is this double bottom right here, which really makes me think that we're going to be at some point coming back down this way this week. Maybe we get some retracements. The reason I'm looking for a retracement here, and I know that your guys' charts look way different than mine right now, especially when we get to the lows. When we get to major lows, I notice that that's when all of our charts look way different. So I'm going to show you guys what my chart looks like on the weekly, daily time frame, because it does look a little bit different. I want to show you guys and explain to you why I'm looking for longs in this area. Okay, so on a weekly perspective, Nasdaq was the only one that made a little bit more sense to me in terms of going lower. I wasn't sure how much lower, so here's why. This is why I'm really stagnant at the beginning of the week right now, because I follow structure until I hit liquidity. I follow structure, write this down, until I hit liquidity. You guys can see that we've already hit this major low. Now, I noticed that when my boy Malik was breaking down his chart, other feeds haven't taken down this low yet. If I go to the continuous contract feed, we have yet to take out that low. So I'm kind of basing this next assumption off of all of that we are going to reject from this low, but it's not going to be the rejection that's going to create this retracement. I believe it's not going to be until we take out the other feeds lows, right? So I'm waiting for other feeds to take out the low as well before I can confirm that this is actually going to be the start of a retracement. So if I had to choose, gun to my head, I'm still pretty bearish. Okay, in terms of this, we have a potential to come back, like my boy Malik said, to this area up here. Okay, there is still reasoning why to come back up here and continue moving to the downside. So if that takes place, I want to see if price action gives us this retracement. Now, in terms of the 4-hour, that 4-hour swept that previous area, came into this previous imbalance, and then this low. So that's my 4-hour range right here, a nice liquidity based range. So now we got this one right here. I'm going to drop it down to the 1-hour. This right here, I'm going to also drop that down to the 1-hour. Okay, so when this candle stops printing here in 15 minutes, okay, and in about 15 minutes this 4-hour candle is going to close, and then the previous 4-hour candle high is going to become an intraday liquidity. Now look, this current 4-hour candle already took downside intraday and downside downside higher time frame liquidity right there. It took weekly, daily, So for me, this is ready for a retracement. Okay, and I'm feel pretty confident that we're gonna get a nice retracement. I don't know if we came back to the areas or if we just been pretty stagnant since I went to the higher time frames. We have a nice insufficiency here. I believe that this insufficiency can be respected. Yeah, we distributed on the 1 minute, but you guys got to consider the bigger scope. If that 1 minute gives us a retracement, I believe that that could also take place, but I don't believe it's going to be the thing that's going to turn this whole thing around. You know, remember what I told you guys. Every reaccumulation starts as what? Can you guys drop it in the chat? Every reaccumulation starts as what? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Distro. Yep. Okay, we are in a previous area of distribution. Okay, we are in a previous area of distribution. So this distro could, because of this 1 hour, reject lower. But I'm going to stay on the bullish side. Personally, going to stay on the bullish side. Okay, so now what do we have here? This counter trend, higher high, higher low, lower low, higher high. I mean, lower high, lower low. So we got a nice breaker here. So now we're going to bring our attention away from these areas that we've already marked out. And we're going to come and bring our attention to this breaker right here. Boom. Okay. My attention is now on this breaker and this possible 15-minute imbalance that's going to be created in the next 13 minutes. Good job for everybody that said distro. Okay, now here's the quote. The quote, you guys got to type the entire thing. You can't just type out the answer. The quote, you got to type out the entire thing. The quote is, don't be afraid of the dark, comma, because that's where you'll blank, blank, blank. Okay, it's 3 words. It's 3 words. Don't be afraid of the dark, comma, because that's where you'll, and then 3 blanks. Okay, oh, it's so close. Who said it? Who said it? Wait, hold on, someone already said it. Yep, someone already said it. Leonidas, I don't know. I probably said that so wrong. Leonidas, I hope that I got that right. But yeah, brother, you got it. You got it. You do have to type out the entire thing. Koji, don't be afraid of the dark, comma, because that is where you shine the brightest. Yep. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Koji got it. I'm sorry, Leonidas. You did get it, but like I mentioned, you have to type in the entire quote. That was the deal. You have to type in the entire quote. You did get it. Yeah, you just kind of missed that one part. That's about it. Don't be afraid of the dark because that's where you'll find light. Oh, you're close. That one's a really close one. That one's a really close one. It's Ralph. Oh, Ralph. Nice. What's good, Ralph? I'll do another one. I'll do another one. I'll for sure do another one. But the second one's gonna be harder. I'll just let you guys know. But who won? Who won? Koji? Koji, hit me up, bro. Hit me up on Telegram, please. Please don't hit me up on Instagram. I won't get back to you forever. Nah, Insta. Don't do yourself like that. Okay, the reaccumulation ended up playing out really nicely. Okay, I'm going to stick with that same bias. Now we took out that high. So now we have taken intraday liquidity. Okay, we have taken intraday liquidity. We do have permission to move lower. But for me, I do believe that we're just going to continue pushing higher. Yeah, Koji, you won, brother. You won. Just hit me up on Telegram. Hit me up. There's a link on the description on the video. Click on that link tree. Follow the Telegram, and it'll lead you right to my DMs. Charles, I think you're a couple minutes behind, brother. I think you're on the live stream. You're a couple minutes behind. Malik, bro, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
You looking at anything still? Just kind of waiting for Naz.
I hopped in there, but I'm waiting on it to come back to that area. I
Yeah,
had the same vibes as you.
yeah, it looks good. I mean, it looks even better now. So we'll see what happens. I like this whole imbalance here on the left too.
Yeah, I got in kind of early, so I put light risk, but
Oh,
I
you.
normally allow myself 2 shots for one setup. So if it comes back into that area, I'll play it to the second target.
Oh, nice, bro. You're in this.
Yeah.
Oh, so dope. When it was making this
Yeah.
pullback over here.
Yeah. When I saw it, it started to leave that wick. And one thing that I always pay attention to is the timing of the candles. Like, shout out to Matthew. I always say shout out to my brother. One thing I picked up from him was literally time, the essence of time and paying attention to that first 5 minute candle that dropped into the imbalance. That
Yeah.
was the first 5 minute 5 minute candle of the 15-minute candle.
Yeah.
Right. So when I saw that, and then I started to see the running away, I guess you could call it,
Yeah.
the 1 minute, I just got in on one of those. I think it was like 936 with my stop loss below the low.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. The first 5 minute candle of this 15-minute candle just drops. That's the power of 3. I don't know if you guys have ever studied that, but open, it is manipulation to a level of liquidity, support or resistance to the distribution of orders. It's pretty cool concept. But basically, it's just kind of like what you just said. It's just looking at the opening of a candle, and if you're bullish, understanding that the bullish candle needs to come down, hit whatever it needs to hit over here, whether it's a liquidity imbalance, whatever, to then push higher and end up like that. So if you anticipate, it's like what you mentioned earlier, right? It's just anticipating what the candle will look like prior to it
Yeah.
Using
your
printing.
imagination.
I've seen smart money trapped at the low and took it for a run of all of that liquidity. Nice, a nice Judas swing. First target did get hit for all of you who did participate on that. DXY is not really doing anything. We did go past that high though pretty well, so it's not like that we just like tapped it and reversed. I mean, we traded through it pretty hard, so we'll see what ends up happening with DXY. But I ideally want to see a distribution start taking place and really giving these guys more of a momentum moving forward. We'll see. Koji said, I told you yesterday I will be here every single day, and first day I won. Yep. Love you, brother. Just DM'd your Telegram. Cool, bro. I'm glad that you hit me up. Awesome, man. Oh, it's K. What? All right, bro. Now I know who it was. You guys is so I mean, just like me, right? But my YouTube name and Telegram name are not the same. So it's hard to make a distinction of who's who on YouTube. So forgive me if I ever mix that up, guys. Hey, bro, do you use the true open at 12? I don't, but I know what you're talking about, Ralph. I know what you're talking about. So ICT talks about a concept that is, instead of looking at the opening price of the day, what he looks at is the opening price of New York, which, is midnight. So the opening price of New York, which is right here, that's like what he'd be looking as the opening of the day, right? And you use it in the same concept, in the exact same concept as you would use the daily open. The exact same concept, but you use it as the midnight open. I've used the concept before. It's a really good concept. I don't know. It's not one of the main things that I really pay attention for. I feel like I already put so much stuff on my chart. It's probably like an ego thing, but I feel like I already put so much stuff on my chart that I just slowed down on my learning. I slowed down on my learning because my charts were looking crazy.
Yeah. I also went through that of learning too much at one time.
Yeah.
And it literally gave me analysis paralysis.
Yeah, because then you start seeing everything. So that's why
Yeah.
I love ICT's teachings and everything. This isn't to down talk his teachings at all. That's the man that really put me on. But it's keeping it simple. Like, as
Mhm.
I will always thank Matthew for that, because that's really where my consistency derived from. It wasn't from learning so many concepts. It wasn't from, studying the strategy so much that it became much more clear to me. Like, no, it was none of that. It was literally someone came, showed me how simple and easy and fun trading can be. And I completely admired that approach, and it just changed the game for me. You know, I never had.
Like,
I used to never have fun trading. I used to be really mad most of my sessions, and then I started trading with Matthew, and it's really difficult to be mad when you're with someone that is so calm, peace, and assertive. So
mhm.
I strive for that level of energy, to embody that level of energy for sure.
He's a legend.
For sure. Yeah. Simplify everything. Just keep it simple. That's all it is. I know you guys see a bunch of shit on my chart, but it's still simple. This internal liquidity does seem like a very likely objective, and that would go into, Ralph, your theory, right? Like, we could distribute above the midnight open. It's very probable. We got just about 2 minutes left on the hour. We're just gonna wait for that. Check EU in the meantime. Again, futures feed is gonna look a little different, guys. I'm just letting you guys know, for those of you who are trading forex. Futures feed is gonna look a little different. Monthly already took out that low, came into this previous area of accumulation. Man, all of our targets got hit, and it got hit more than once. It got hit twice. It's nice. Okay. And honestly, I'm just looking for more lows. I'm pretty bearish, but we did take out major lows, and so I'm pretty stagnant at the moment. I want to see what ends up taking place. I mean, look at the way we came into this imbalance, guys. Look at the way for the past few days, weeks, that one you won't see it, but that is also a weekly imbalance. Look. Weekly imbalance. 1 second. And then the weekly imbalance here. There it is. Price actions came into the previous, taking out previous weekly high and dumped. So much. So now, honestly, I mean, you can say that we could hit previous weekly low. What is that? A previous weekly low over here? I mean, the likelihood is that we're going to smack that pretty soon. But there is major divergence because, again, DXY hit that high. Well, technically, has hit all the previous weekly highs. And for EU not to hit that previous weekly low would be divergence. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this area, okay? We'll keep an eye on this area. We'll see what takes place. DXY, let's see. Stagnant. Just barely retracing on the 15-minute. Don't see anything on the 5-minute but bullishness. I don't ever believe on one tap being the one thing, you know. It's always like one, two taps into an area that really gets the rejection going. Not always, but most often is the case. We have now closed the 15-minute candle, opened the new 10 a.m. 1 hour candle. Let's see what this first 15-minute ends up doing, right? Because if I'm looking at a bullish 1 hour candle, or I'm anticipating another bullish 1 hour candle, I want to see the first few minutes of that 1 hour, the first half of that 1 hour, dip down into our area. You know, ideally. Okay, it could just stay bullish and blast up the rest of the hour for sure. But ideally, I'd like to see price action at the beginning, at the first half of this 10 a.m. candle to dip down here and then continue to move higher. I'm going to put an alert. I remember last week I was talking to you guys. I'm going to start putting alerts. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, EU looks like it's just going to short. S&P. Still bearish. S&P, I mean, we're in some really deep discount on S&P. Dow, really, really deep. I know my chart looks way different than your guys's, but follow with me. Yeah, we did take out that low. Damn. Nas is rejecting us, rejecting Sunday's open. See if we break it. Sunday's open, the weekly opening. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this long, to be honest. Yeah, I'd love to see some more. Yeah, I feel pretty good about the. I mean, we are coming out of a previous area of distribution and everything cool, but I mean, if anybody did go long down here and took partials, I just don't see why you wouldn't be able to stack another entry here if the evidence does meet.
I had also marked up some longs out of on gold.
Ooh, Goldilocks. Are you in longs on gold or marking up?
No, I was looking at Nas. I wasn't paying. I drew it out and played it out, and I was like, wow, didn't even look at it.
Do you actively trade gold or actively just analyze it?
I trade it every now and then, but if I was to say like, okay, this is my pair, it's gonna be Nas.
Okay,
sure.
but
Like, there's some days where I won't look at Nas because I don't like where it's at, and the first thing I'll go to is gold because I analyze it all the time, for sure.
Oh, that's my alert on Nasdaq. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I just put in my stop right below that breaker. I mean, I believe that like the 1 minute is probably bearish, right? So you can get like a 1 minute accumulation out of that, but I am gonna go long right here. The overlap of all of these, the breaker, the imbalance, the previous daily low, or previous weekly low. Yeah, previous weekly low. Imbalance. Yeah, we are distributing out of previous areas. Let's see. DXY is kind of pumping and just respecting this 15-minute bullish. So hey, maybe we do end up just falling from here. Maybe we do end up just falling from here. If we do end up shorting for the day though, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to short it. It's just we've hit all the major lows. I just don't. Yeah, it's part of my rules, you know? If we do end up shorting for the day, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be playing the shorts. That doesn't mean you don't play the shorts. If your plan meets, you know, take it. But if not, yeah. I do see, for anybody who is looking at shorts, I do see what you mean. I mean, DXY would follow suit with that bias. Okay, it would complement that bias very much to just continue shorting. Okay, I do believe it's a possibility, but I ideally would prefer to be looking for longs in the areas that we're at. So I am going to take NAS still on the long, but I am not going to add like my full risk on it. Unless DXY, by the time we get down there, begins to complement my bias. But as of right now, I just don't see us in an area where, you know, I'm bullish on DXY and I'm bullish on indices. Just because I'm bullish on DXY doesn't automatically mean bearish on indices. But if we end up shorting for the day, just know that, you know, DXY is pretty bullish and indices can dump through here. Remember the double bottom that I was talking to you guys on NASDAQ? That's still a possibility. Right? So just be aware of that. Be aware of that for those of you who are going to participate on the longs. I haven't been reading the messages. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, Ralph says NASDAQ is rejecting off Sunday's open. We'll see if it breaks it. Kay said, do you believe or use those 0.25 quarter levels or whole levels? I think it's like institutional levels. I don't know what people call it. I've heard quarters theory, whole level theory, institutional level theory. They have many names, but I don't use them. It's not that I don't believe in them. I just don't utilize it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't want to tell you that I don't use that. I mean, I don't believe in it because it could definitely work. Do I use it though personally? No, I do not. S&P coming into an interesting area. Again, just distributing out of these gaps. Look at that. The magic blue box. So be cautious about these areas. Maybe waiting for evidence is the smarter play. Oh shit, my area on NASDAQ. No, it didn't. My entry has not gotten tapped on NAS. I mean, my area got tapped into, but not my entry point. It's like a fucking hair away from it. What candle is this? This 5-minute candle. Yeah, I mean, I think we can dip down a little bit more. This 15-minute candle's got another 5-minute in it. But yeah, no, okay, I don't use the quarters or whole level theory. Not in my trading, at least. Threes dives down gives a higher chances of this being a new higher time frame low. I think you're saying. Sorry, it's not because I don't understand your abbreviation. It's just like I said. There's always like on the first comment. There's always this little emoji on the corner that I can't get out of the way. It's like a reaction to the comments. I don't know, but Streamlabs gives the option, and let's see. I'm gonna look it over here. Yeah, so 3 dives down gives a higher chances. Yeah, so that's accumulation. 3 dives down, that's accumulation. Just like 3 drives up, it's distro. Yeah. But if you guys did pull it on that, I mean, it's getting a slight reaction. I may miss the trade here. It's cool. The way that it's respecting, I'm kind of thinking that I missed the trade because my entry was a little bit too redefined. I mean, it happens. Accuracy comes with the risk of missing the fucking trade. So, no, what did I say the other day? Accuracy comes at a cost. There it is. Oh, okay. Accuracy comes at a cost. It really does. If you want to be accurate to your trades, entries, get the nicest fucking risk to reward and all this stuff, I'm just letting you know. Accuracy comes at a cost. I did enter again. Yeah, like that's the zone. Like that overlap right there. That's it. Like I would wish I'm in that. Yeah, that's the bag right there. Matter of fact, drop some 7s in the chat if any of you guys are in these NAS longs. Drop some 7s in the chat. I want to see who followed their plan, who trusted themselves, who is in it. Some 7s in the chat, my boy Malik. Let's go, bro. Good shit, bro. Alexis is in on the long. Let's go, bro. Ralph. I'm thinking that's Mafia Penguins. Schmitter's Mind, maybe. Nah, I don't think so. Zach. Good shit, bro. Good shit, Zach. I know you got clapped yesterday too. So did I, bro. We clapped back today. Arian. Okay, Alexis, 15-minute FEG. Yeah, I mean, there's a plenty of reasons why we could have long here. Plenty. Like, there's just too many freaking reasons. Oh, it's Jake from Pod. What's up, Jake? What's good, brother? It was good seeing you on the call yesterday, bro. Really good call. The pod just had a really valuable conversation yesterday, I believe. It's like, it's cool because we don't always go over charts. Sometimes it's just life. And I love those calls. So, good seeing you on there, bro. Smithers. Bro, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how to say that in English. I only watch Simpsons in Spanish my whole life. I don't like... It's like... I mean, I'm so Hispanic, bro. Like, I've never seen Harry Potter in English. And if I were to watch it in English, it would ruin the whole thing for me. I should have skipped that food festival then. Oh, yeah, that food festival yesterday? Yeah, you were talking about that, Brody. Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, so I don't... Smithers? I want to say Smithers. I think I'm saying it correctly, but I couldn't tell you that I'm saying it like The Simpsons because I just never heard it in English. I know I speak perfect English, but it's yeah. I believe just biggest thing about trading is trusting yourself beyond anything else, right? Trusting yourself. Malik, bro, how did you gain confidence in your trading? Because honestly, bro, you know, kind of bringing it back to you a little bit, this past year, I mean, you've been fucking just... It was an incredible growth spurt. Like, incredible growth spurt, you know, in terms of trading. Like, what do you feel was your biggest lesson this year that really changed a lot of the game for you?
Um, I would say consistency, but two, I would just say, um, I took my sports background and what I grew up in the morals that I was taught growing up, and it just fed into it. But I realized that I was doing myself a disservice because the last time I quit my job, which was before I graduated college, um, that job gave me a schedule, right? So I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing at a certain time, and I just went off of that. So once I started trading, it was kind of like, the wild, wild west for me. I didn't have no consistency as far as timing, no consistency as far as the schedule or anything like that. So this year, it really started in fitness for me. So um, I wasn't I wasn't happy about myself, and I felt like I had gotten very lazy. So I challenged myself to go to the gym 5 days a week um, at 5 a.m. And the reasoning behind it was because I used to get up, roll out of bed, and get on the charts and basically see what I see. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Yeah.
I was sleepy, understand I'm sleepy. It's messing up my analysis and things like that. So by the time I get home from the gym, I'm up, I'm alert, I've been up. So now I feel like I have a better approach to the start of my business day or the start of I call this my job. I'm up going into work instead of, going in half sleepy. So um,
Wow.
I think that that's how it started.
You know what? I remember at the start of the year, you started hitting the gym, and honestly, just like fucking 50, 80% of the world started hitting the gym at the beginning of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
Except there's the people that said that they were going to go to the gym this year, and then there was the people that, bro, I mean you didn't even say it. You just started going.
Yeah.
That's the cool part. Is like you didn't say anything on Instagram or anything. Not that I noticed, at least. And I
Yeah.
watch your
Nah,
your
I
your
did.
stories every day. I just started seeing you hitting the gym at fucking 4 or 5 in the morning, like
Yeah.
2 hours. You were getting up 2 3 hours before you even have to show up,
Yeah.
right? Like you show up for you like 2 3 hours before you even show up to the charts. So
100%.
that one was a big one for me. When I saw you doing it, I was like, dude, there's you can just tell the energy is just different. There's the people that made the announcement, and then there's the people that just got to the action. And
Yeah.
that's what I noticed from the beginning of 2023. You really became more of a disciplined individual when it comes to your mornings and aligning yourself before trading. It's really powerful.
Definitely. Definitely. I appreciate that, man. And that was the thing. Like I said, it goes back to morals and things like that, where I got into a phase where I wanted social media or I wanted my friends or whatever. Like I was seeking the validation from it. And it didn't feel right because I wasn't raised like that. To the point of my dad used to always tell me, he's played at the highest level of basketball. He's played in the NBA. My uncle's played in the NBA. He's won a, NBA title. But them being these great people, I literally said it last night. One thing that I took from them, even though they were in the, top 1% of the sport, they were all about winning, and understanding that in a team environment or just in the aspect of life, you need a team.
Mm,
But in that team, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make sure we win.
mm,
So when I look at my life, it's like, okay, you have to do whatever you got to do to make sure you win. So therefore, I'm enthused to get on the charts. I'm enthused to learn why am I not having the success that I want. So then I start nitpicking with myself, and I realized it's simply because I need to get disciplined. I need to make sure that I'm on a schedule. I need to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm supposed to be doing it. So therefore, I can't have somebody else hold me accountable for that when I need to just be holding myself accountable and not telling myself what I want to hear. When I want to hear it, it's no, you're being lazy. You can do more. Because a lot of people say, okay, you're doing a lot. You're doing good. Well, in the back of my mind, I know I have a different gear. You know what I'm saying? I know that I have another gear. I can take it a step further. So I just hold myself to that accountability on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. Get better.
Nice. I like that a lot.
This thing's redistributed.
Yeah. For anybody in Nasdaq, like I mentioned, the DXY pumping. I don't know why Nasdaq's not following through, not complimenting that, but you guys can see on Dow, it's already made its effect to a new low on the 1 hour, and then S&P on the 4 hour didn't tap into that imbalance, but tapped into the daily open. Okay, and it's showing some rejection. It's rejecting from the daily open to that 1 hour imbalance that I marked out. So honestly, I'm still in favor of longs in terms of the indices, but the shorts could end up playing out, and I won't be a part of the shorts. Just giving my set of rules, I won't be a part of the shorts for anybody asking. But no, 100%, bro. I couldn't agree with you more. And while you were talking about that, actually, somebody asked a really good question. And let me just see this real quick. Nope. Just kind of respecting the dollar right now. I'm gonna stay stagnant on this as of right now. I want to see what happens after we tap my area. I want to see what happens after we actually get in there. Maybe I'll wait for a little bit more evidence before I jump into it. But okay, so let's see. A really good question popped up while you were talking, and I'm pretty sure it came up because of what you said. So I'm gonna ask it to you as much as it was asked and directed towards me. It says, Hancho, when you first started, was there a time when you thought that it wasn't possible to become a profitable trader and make a career out of it? I'm gonna ask that question back to you, brother. Was there ever a time in your trading career that you felt you weren't profitable, that you weren't going to reach profitability? Or have you always, since the beginning, believed that this was very much possible for you?
I would say that I don't think it ever crossed my mind that like I wouldn't ever be profitable. It was for me, always taking it back to sports. Like I hated to lose, right? I hated like a lot of people talk about I love winning. No, I hated to lose. So therefore, my mindset was always, okay, if you're losing or if you're not good at something, you gotta do better. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out a way to win. So that's just how my mind was wired. So I saw my mentor at the time, which was Matthew, and I'm seeing him with the consistency as far as, he's talking about 2%, 3% consistently. So that just caught my attention. He never talked about numbers, and I never had a number value on it, but I understood percentages never change. So therefore, when I started, I was a, college student. So I'm making, $15, $20, $25 taking care of groceries and things. This is before COVID. So that was where I was like, okay, this is something that, is it sustaining a lifestyle? No. But is it taking care of the right now and the small stuff as a college student? Yeah. So if I can continue to grow with this skill set, then the money will come over time. And that's just how I looked at it as far as with that. But there was literally one time, and I'll never forget it. There was one time where I started with Matthew December of 2019. It was March of 2020. And it was to the point of I was so frustrated one time where I was ready to quit. I was on a Zoom call with one of my bros and I was in tears. I had class the next morning. This is probably about 2:00 in the morning, and I had class at 8 a.m. And I told him, I was like, yo, I'm about to quit. Like, I can't take it. I can't figure it out. And then he was like, no, you're not. It's going to be all right. We're going to keep it going. And the next morning, it was like deja vu. Everything made sense to the point of I just wanted to continue to learn and continue to grind. And then ever since then, I haven't looked back.
Wow.
So I still got to give him his props because, I feel like we need those accountability partners sometimes when
Facts.
things aren't going our way.
That's so true, bro. I am in NASDAQ longs. I did come into my area. I liked it enough to take it. Didn't go full risk on it. So just an FYI on everyone. didn't go full risk on
Sure.
that. But I am in on it. DXY is not complimenting it still. Just gonna FYI. The reason I took it was because Dow took out the low. So maybe because Dow took out the sister liquidity, we'll start seeing some liquidity, some reaction on Nasdaq from that. You know, because Dow didn't take out the low till just barely, and Nasdaq just barely came into that area. So it just kind of lined up. It made sense. It's called the sister liquidity. Sometimes the liquidity that you're looking for is one taken on another asset. But going back to the topic, honestly, bro, that really hits because I don't know that somebody said this to us yesterday or Saturday. I went to an event, and this guy was just saying how it's true. For me, my biggest pain in trading was my biggest like realization in trading is realizing that it had to be, I have to dive in deeper into solitude. I had to get more comfortable being even lonelier and more excluded and separate from other individuals around me, because I, for the longest time, I wanted to make my parents proud, my siblings proud. I wanted to make so many other fucking people proud. But then it's like you tell them, oh look, I started trading. You start telling the people around you like that I started doing this, I'm doing that, and it starts giving you a really good feeling because people are just like, oh, that's really cool. But it's not until those people are coming back around and they're asking you, hey, like, how are you doing? You know, oh, how's that thing that you were doing? How's that trading thing going for you? You know what I mean? And they check back on you probably at the worst fucking times, right? Like, it's crazy, but it can come back and check back on you at the worst times. DXY is fucking flying. Just an FYI. DXY is flying. This looks like it's just gonna clap me out. It's all good though. If, like I said, if it does short today, I'm not gonna play it. If it does short today, I'm not gonna play it. I don't short below the lows, and we already took out major lows for me. Anyways, and so I don't know if any of you could relate to that, but it used to happen to me all the time when people would come ask me how my trading's going, but they would come ask me on the worst fucking days. It would be yeah, quite devastating sometimes. I'm just like, man, like if only you knew, if only I could tell you, you know. And it's just, I don't know, for a good chunk of the time I was just smiling and telling people, yeah, I'm good, you know, no, yeah, it's going good, and that type of shit. And knowing damn well like it'd be kicking my ass, you know, I'm getting my ass handed to me at that time. Yeah, man, there was a time where I don't know if I wanted to quit, and if I didn't know that I've always known that, I don't know, I feel like this is why I vibe with for an individual like Malik. I'm actually gonna get back in this, guys.
Why are we the same person?
Yeah, like this
I
is
was
what,
thinking the exact same thing.
yeah, like this is honestly goes back to like, dude, Matthew, Malik, Nate. Like, if you were to ask any of these guys this question, I'm pretty sure we would all give you around the same, you know, words. And it's not that I ever thought I couldn't do it, but I definitely had my impatient moments, if I could say that. Like, I was just like, why can't I get it now? More than like, why can't I get it? Like, I never asked myself, why can't I get this? I always asked myself, why can't I get this already? You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't ever a shred of doubt that I could do this. I don't know if that makes sense, but I never once was like, this isn't for me, or like, I can't reach like, maybe this isn't, you know, like when they say trading's not for everyone, not once did I think I was one of those people that couldn't do it. So if there was ever a shred of doubt, no. Was there, I think, just impatience? Yes. There was a lot of impatience in my growth. A lot of impatience in my growth. Okay. And it was mainly from just not having the results now, just being super eager to be profitable, right? Like, being super eager to be funded, being super eager to be profitable, to withdraw, being super eager to show, like, you know, my parents, like, here's, you know, here's rent, here's mortgage payment, here's your car payment, here's your car title, here's You know, it was more of that impatience to want to make the people around me give to those around me who have given me so much life, you know, and so much inspiration, so much drive. And it was mainly that sort of feeling, but it was never a feeling about am I able to do this? Because without a shred of doubt, and I believe this goes back to my family, but my mom always told me that I could be anything and anyone in the world. And I'll go back to my mom, and I'll never forget the words that she told me, you know, like she just told me, no matter what you do, you will succeed. And I believe those words since I was little, man. Like, I've never doubted her since then. You know, your mother's always tells you your mother's always right. Like, I never heard my mom tell my like my other siblings that shit. Like, no offense to my other siblings, I love them and everything, but I've never heard her say that shit to them. So, you know, like, I do believe that mothers don't lie. Like, they will tell you truly what they feel deep down. And I don't know, my mom was happened to be right more often than not. So I believed in her level of understanding of the world, and I believed that she knew me better than anyone at that time. And so I believed in her words so much that I've never had a shred of doubt that I could do what I do. When I started streaming, I never had a doubt that I could stream and I could start speaking in front of people. Like, did I have impatience about doing it incorrectly or doing it in a shitty way? Yeah, man, I did. I did. I did it. I did. With everything that I've done, I've just been super. I believe that my biggest problem has been being too impatient about the results that I'm getting. That's about it for me. It was mainly just being too impatient of the results that I'm currently acquiring. And again, you know, I can honestly tell you, Malik, Matthew, Nate, all the individuals that you guys seen on here, Richard, I guarantee you they'll give you guys a similar answer. They probably never doubted that they could do it. Did we have moments of weakness? Hell yeah, bro. There's a lot of nights where I woke up fucking crying from how much money I just blew overnight in my sleep, bro. I mean, I'm talking racks, just thousands of dollars. A whole, you know, I would fund an account, $5,000. I would drop just limit GJ, limit GU, limit EU, limit UCAD, right? And I would just drop these fucking crazy limits, bro. And sorry, I would drop these crazy limits, and I mean, there's an imbalance here. And just letting you guys know, it's still bearish and everything. I'm just gonna go long one last time. I'm gonna go long one last time and see what's good. Okay, and there was these limits, bro, like that I would put overnight, and I'm telling you guys, 5K would be gone like that. I would just have zero risk management, zero self-control, zero like rational thinking. Like, it was very irrational the way I was trading. You know what I mean? I was being very irrational. And I mean, yeah, it just came back to bite me in the ass. And I remember waking up that night, and I woke up in the middle of the night, because you know you can't go to bed fucking sound asleep when you have open positions or you have that much risk on the table. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just like, oh, I'm gonna close my eyes and then sleep through the whole fucking night, you know, knowing that I just put my whole fucking savings in an account and then, you know, risked it all and overnight. So I did go to bed, but I woke up a couple hours later during London, and just to see all of my trades, all of them, not one hit profitability. They all got stopped out. They all lost. I over leveraged the account so much that I lost it. And I remember just like crying. I immediately started crying. I was like, God, why? Like, why, God, why? And I was, fuck, man, fuck. And I just started crying. And then I even texted Jordan Morgan. I don't know if some of you know this story. Some of you might already heard it. But I even texted Jordan Morgan. I was like, bro, this shit doesn't fucking work. Like, like, I was like, what am I doing so incorrectly? Like, I know you can do this. I know this is possible. What am I doing incorrectly, bro? Like, why is this not fucking working for me? And I remember I was so embarrassed, dude. I was such a little shithead. I can't believe that I went to Jordan Morgan, the person that signed me up on to I Am Academy. And I told him, I was like, bro, like, what am I doing wrong? Knowing damn well that I wasn't, I didn't have a trading plan. I was barely like a year and a half into trading, 2 years. I wasn't using proper risk management. I was fucking blowing like going super aggressive on my trades. And I was over here asking this guy after like 5 trades, legit, after like 5 trades, why can't I get this? Like, come on, bro. After 5 trades, man. After 5 trades, I'm over here like asking my mentor, why can't I get this? Now, if you put it in that scope, it's like, damn, 5 fucking trades and you're crying that much? Yeah, bro. It's embarrassing as fuck when you put it in that scope. It really is. But when you put it in the scope of like, I lost everything, because at that moment it was a lot to me. It was devastating. But those are the moments that I had. I could only share with you my moments of weakness because those were the biggest moments that turned my life around. With that embarrassment from, embarrassing myself in front of Jordan Morgan, I promised myself I would never talk to anybody in that way. Like, I would have my moments of weakness and I would suffer alone. I promised myself I would never let anybody see the weak side of me like that again, because my weakness like that, because I want to be a strong, reliable man that my family, not only myself, but my family can rely on. And I just promised myself like I would turn my life around right there and then, because Jordan Morgan replied to me, you seriously risked 1% and lost 100 trades in a row? I was like, oh, fuck. I didn't risk 1% and I lost 5 times in a row and I lost them all. And I blew my 100% of my account. You know what I mean? That's embarrassing as fuck. That's all he replied, and it made me super embarrassed. You know what I mean? It's just, when you have somebody that understands how simple things are and they just put the simplicity right in front of you, you're just like, wow. Like, it hit me. So I'm happy for those moments. I'm happy for those days. I'm happy for those days that I blow my account. But I've always believed 100% that I will be able to do this. 100%. I always believed it. I don't know. I just never thought, oh, like, what if I don't make it? Like, that's never fucking came out of my mind. Nah. I'm sorry, but like that Kanye West thing, everybody would wonder what would happen if I didn't make it, if I didn't win, I guess we'll never know, because yeah, bro, we'll never know, because I don't believe I didn't believe that to be my reality ever. Some guy, was it Bradley? I want to say it was Bradley yesterday. He says, and this goes back to like people not asking you how you doing with your little trading thing, or how's that trading thing going for you. I mean, bro, people don't believe in you because you don't believe in yourself. That's the reality of it. People don't value your opinion because you don't value your own opinion. People don't listen to you because you don't listen to yourself. And that's the reality of it. Like, really just being blunt up front with you, if there's people doubting you on the sidelines, it's because you doubt yourself. If they saw I'm telling you guys, like, if you are confident, you don't have results, but you're confident, there's no reason why someone else will doubt you, bro, unless they're a fucking hater. But there's no reason why someone will doubt you. If you believe in yourself, people can see that embodiment, man. Like, embodiment of confidence, embodiment of assurance, embodiment of knowing what the fuck you're doing, embodiment of success. Because I can honestly tell you, all the successful people that you see be successful, hitting these successful like marks that you want to achieve, they were successful way before they even achieved those things. They were successful up here in the mind way before anything else. Yeah, I believed I was a 6-figure trader way before I even got close to 6 figures. I believed in myself way before any results, any consistency, any withdrawals, any funded fucking accounts. I believed in myself after failing every single challenge. I knew every single challenge that I failed, I had already planned the next fucking challenge that I was going to take, when I was going to take it, and how I was going to take it, with what platform I was going to take it. I never once failed a challenge, blew an account without automatically and immediately planning on the next move. Because if you believe in yourself, people will believe in you. You see, people are not investing in you because you don't invest in yourself. How can you expect these people to believe you when you're over here downing this long right here? And yeah, bro, we may get clapped on the long. Who cares? I believe in it. I believe that I know I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing every single day because I believe in myself. I don't have to believe in this trade. I have to just believe in me. Fuck the setup. Fuck the trade. Fuck the money. Fuck everything else. As long as you believe in yourself, that's truly all you need. I don't need to believe in this setup. I don't need to believe in this day. I don't need to believe in this industry. I just need to believe in me. So next time you feel like people are doubting you, just remember it's because you are emitting that energy. Next time that you see, don't get mad at them. Empathize with them, bro. Have empathy towards them, because usually people that don't believe in you is because they just don't believe in themselves enough to be able to do what you are seeking out to do. Empathize with them, bro. Haters, bro, they just don't believe in themselves enough to be able to do what you're setting out to do. Everyone that doubts you in your life is because they either have seen a shred of doubt in yourself or they doubt themselves being able to do that very thing that you're seeking out. Empathize with the people around you. Don't turn people away. Don't get away from people. Don't fucking close people out. Empathize with the individuals around you. Show them your belief level. Right? Empathize with these individuals because they just don't believe in themselves enough like you do in yourself. And that's the reality of it. You either don't believe in yourself and they see it, or you believe in yourself so much that they just don't see themselves ever doing it. And for that, you need to empathize with people. You need to have that willingness to be able to help even those who doubted you, because they doubted themselves so much in everything that they did, bro. And you know better than anybody in trading how doubt feels. More than anybody in the world right now, my traders out here in the call, you guys know so well how doubt can paralyze you. So next time you see somebody doubting you, just know that they're doubting themselves. They just don't believe in themselves enough to be able to do what you're seeking out to do. Empathize with them. Okay? I'm gonna be wrapping up the call here pretty soon though, guys. You know, I appreciate you guys being on here though. Like, this has been a fire ass call. Thank you, Malik, bro, for making this an incredible call as well, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate it. And just to speak on what you just said, like, I use doubt as motivation. Like,
Wow.
when I look at this, you know, I don't know if it's a personal thing to get myself going. You know, I talk to myself. Some people say it's crazy, but it's hard to get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning every day of the week when I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like,
Yeah.
well, blah, blah, blah said you wouldn't do it. Blah, blah, blah said you was going to quit. Blah, blah, blah said that you wouldn't figure it out. And I just look back at myself like, nope, not going to let them be right. And then you just keep it pushing. And that's one way that just keeps me going. Because I know somebody's always doubting me. I know that. So, okay, go ahead and doubt me. Keep doubting me. I love it. Because it's going to keep pushing me to go harder and harder.
Wow.
So,
That's such a fucking good way to use that drive in your advantage. Yeah, man. Because honestly, the more eyes on you that there are, the more people that know what you're doing, the more people that are going to doubt you. It's just like the more people you invite into your life, you're inviting individuals like that. If you give people that energy, that part of you, like, oh, I'm a trader. It's like you just gave that person access to a part of you. You know, not everyone deserves you. Not everyone deserves your energy. No one, everyone. And, you know, and when you do receive those people that are just, you know, they just don't see themselves doing it, bro. Just believe, like, that itself should encourage you even more. That you believe in yourself way more than these individuals. And that's why you're out here doing it, and they're on the sidelines watching you. There's people that are performing, all of us here that showed up today to trade, and there's people that are watching us fucking do it. Right? And I'm talking to all of you. There are the people that are watching you guys right now making this shit happen. Doubting that you will make it happen, but just watching you, because that's all they can do. Is watch people like us. Right? Everyone that's here today, you got people watching you, bro. What are they going to see today? Did you show up to your best self? SPX longs. Nice, brother. SPX. Oh, out of that 1 hour imbalance. That's so fucking funny, dude. I don't know why I find this shit so amazing every time. I mark things out, and then I find it so amazing when they play out. I don't know why. It still amazes me so much to see price action do what it does. But honestly, guys, low risk trade. We'll keep it a low risk day. We'll have an amazing rest of our day. We'll have an incredible rest of our, evening, day, night, wherever you guys are, wherever it is that you're tuning in from. I appreciate you guys. Again, if you didn't win a giveaway today, I promise you guys I'll have one. I'll have another one or two tomorrow. I might do 2 tomorrow. I'll do 2 giveaways tomorrow. Okay, as long as we get 30 plus people on the call again, I'll do 2 giveaways. So while we have 30 plus people on the call tomorrow, I'll be doing that giveaway, so that way everybody has an opportunity to win a one-on-one. Again, I'm giving a one-on-one every day this week. Every day this week, I'm giving out one-on-ones throughout the live stream. So all you have to do is be subscribed. If you can't comment, make sure you subscribe. You got to be subscribed for at least 1 hour before you can comment on this channel. So I'm just letting you guys know. Do that now, so that way you're ready for tomorrow. If you don't have a Google account, I'm sorry, but you got to get with it. All right? Got to get with it. So, guys, if you guys did catch anything today, tag me and Malik, bro. Please, let me actually... Malik, do you mind sharing with me on Telegram your Instagram link so I can drop it in the chat real quick for everyone?
Yeah, 1 second, bro.
It won't let you drop it directly, a link directly yourself for some reason. I have to do it. But if you don't mind sharing with me your Instagram link, so that way everybody can hit you up and can tag you. Yeah, guys, tag me and Malik on your longs if you guys did catch longs. Maybe you guys in some shorts. Maybe you guys caught the initial longs. Maybe, I don't know, whatever you guys ended up catching today. I want to see what you guys were looking at and how you guys entered the market. I'm very, very curious to see who's in these longs. Who believed in themselves more than they believed in this setup? That's the question. Whoever's in these longs believed in themselves more than they believed in that setup. Because you don't have to believe in the setup, but you gotta believe in yourself. Cool. Give me a second.
And I would say actively think. When I say actively think, as far as like today when Honcho, when it came down, and before he could even say anything, I was thinking I'm getting back in this trade. But me 6 months ago, me a year ago, when that hit me out, I got an attitude and I'm not even looking at it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's growth. You gotta continue to analyze the growth in yourself, even in the moment. And it's like this trade might not play out again. It might get stopped out again, but having, like Honcho said, the faith in yourself that this is my setup and I'm gonna, continue to follow my plan. So that's one thing that also has helped me grow a lot, is continuously learning about myself, whether it's a, good day, bad day on the charts, whatever. Okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? How can I get better from this? So yeah. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, and thank you, Honcho, once again.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, thank you so much for taking the time for being here today. Everyone, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for making this an incredible session. And as always, guys, it helps the channel tremendously when you press that like button, guys. Press that like button for us. If you learned something today, press that like button. If you got some value from today's session, guys, Let me know in the chat with some sevens if you're in these longs. If you learned something today, let me know in the chat if you got some value today. Appreciate you guys so much, more than you guys can ever imagine. I will talk to you guys pretty soon. I'm gonna leave my stop loss as is. I'm gonna leave the trade as is, and if whatever it's gonna do, it's gonna do it, you know. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys at 9 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, clap easy. Please trade responsibly, guys. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right. Peace.